Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the Repton Connect recipe box. Today we're going to be making hobnob biscuits. We're going to start off by simply lining some trays here. We've got one more to do. I just wanted to show you a quick trick. If your baking paper is rolling up, I'm just going to give it a quick scrunch and line our trays. You'll probably need at least 2 or 3 trays because this recipe makes about 18 to 20 cookies. The first thing we need is butter and sugar. We're going to cream these two together, which basically means beating them together. Now, if you've got a food mixer, please feel free to use a food mixer or an electric whisk. I'm going to show you by hand, and I'm going to show you a great trick if you've forgotten to take your butter out of the fridge, which involves the grater. Now, I'm using vegan butter, but don't worry, you can use normal butter. And we're going to just grate 125 grams of this into our bowl. The grating it means it's going to be a lot quicker and easier to beat into the sugar. Okay, so we've got our butter grated, which means it will be a lot easier to beat in with the sugar. And then we're going to just measure out 80 grams of sugar to go into that. Is we're going to beat our sugar and butter together. I'm just going to use a wooden spoon. As I say, if you've got an electric whisk, then please do go ahead and use your electric whisk. Once you've beaten the sugar and the butter together, we're just going to add 2 tablespoons of golden syrup. We're just going to give that a good mix as well, so it's all mixed in. Into that mixture, we're going to add 100 grams of wholemeal flour. And 100 grams of oats. Then we've got baking powder and bicarbonate soda. And we're just going to add half a teaspoon of each of those, if I can open it. And a half teaspoon of salt as well. And then we're just going to give it a really good mix again. Most of the mix has come together. I'm just going to get my hands in here now. And just give it a bit of a smoosh. This is great for getting the kids involved. What we want to see is it coming together like a dough. And this is the consistency that we're looking for. I found myself a little helper. This is Toby. So he's going to be helping just to pop these cookies on the tray. So what we're going to do is we're going to take about a tablespoon's worth of mix. We're going to roll it into a ball. We're going to squish it down a bit. And then we're going to pop it on the tray with enough space for these to spread out a little bit. Good job. Now I reckon we'll probably get about 6 on these trays. Perfect. Lovely. Make them a little bit bigger, but Good job. Excellent. Then we're just going to pop these in the oven for about 12 minutes. These have been baking for about 11 minutes, so it depends on your oven, 10 to 12 minutes. So they should be just golden brown around the edges. We're just going to leave these to cool for about 5 to 10 minutes on the tray, on the paper, before we move them, because they're quite soft. These have been cooling for about 20 minutes and they're pretty much ready to go now. Once they're completely cool, you can either dip them in melted chocolate or drizzle them with some caramel sauce, but these are my oat hobnob biscuits.